Hey everybody, welcome back to the Fury Boys Racing channel. I got a lot done since I've last talked to you. However, it's been a couple weeks, so I'm going to bring you back up to speed. All right, everybody. Apologize about the road noise. It's been pretty busy today for some reason. But I do have the doors open because it's 80 degrees in Pennsylvania, and I love that. But anyway, as you can see, we've fitted some of the body panels, and we're making a lot of headway with that. We ran into an issue when we were fitting the hood, and so we had to push this radiator back. I had to redo the mounts on it anyway because they were kind of cheesy and a little heavy. And I like these; they're a lot more streamlined, and they have a little bit of adjustability to them, so that's a lot better too. As you can see, though, I've been lining up the air filter, and I'm coming up with ideas on how I'm going to have that scoop air coming through the hood. Now, as you can see over here, the hood does have these lines, and what I'd like to do is maybe even cut these along this line and then along here, and then bending this piece kind of down and putting some filler panels in, something of that nature. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. There's plenty more to do. That's more of a cosmetic thing right now. It will be important when we go to race it, but it's not going to be really crucial for testing, and that's really what we want to get accomplished right now. So as you can see, I took some of the protective film off some of these panels, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Yes, they do have some blemishes that we are going to fix. Some of those blemishes may not come out. Who knows? But anyway, as you can see here, I mounted the reservoirs for the master cylinders, and I kind of like how that came out. It just looks clean, and I like the remote reservoirs as opposed to having them in the cockpit with you. So moving on here, we did fit this panel mostly. We still have to work on some of the clearance and putting a Zeus fastener provision right here. But the problem with that we're running into is that this is on a different angle this way, and if I put a Zeus fastener through that panel into this panel, then it'll likely break that panel, or at least the clear coat on that panel, which we don't want to do. So I'm going to put a bracket, aluminum bracket coming off of here that will have a little Zeus tab, and then I'll go through that. So anyway, moving on. As you can see, I got the fuel cell mount done. I cut out all the pieces, got it all fitted, and then my buddy Jay came over here and did a little consultation, and then he welded it up for me. And he is one hell of a welder. I mean, look at these aluminum welds here. I think they are absolutely gorgeous. So thank you, Jay, for watching this. But as far as the mount itself, this is a 1/4 inch thick aluminum stock. And Jay welded it on there. And I wanted to use these. I had these bungs in here that, I'm sorry about the fuel line. But I had these bungs I welded in for a different reason, and I abandoned that reason, so they were just kind of hanging out, which actually made it perfect for this situation. And they're nice and beefy, and you don't want your fuel cell going anywhere, so I got 1/2 inch bolts in there, grade 8s. So I think the mount came out great. We're not going to be using these types of mounts at all. I came up with a different idea to mount the as you can see, the back side of it, the shell. So I'm going to move on to that. So the shell here, as you can see, I got it all mounted. I put some extension brackets here. I might improve upon this design. It works for now. Anyway, moving on. And then as you can see here, I used that wing tree idea. And basically shortened up a what we call the wing tree for the back of the wing on a wing sprint car. Took one of those, cut it down, and it's still adjustable. The only thing I got to do on it is drill holes here to put pins through. You know, here's the bottom side of everything. Look at those welds. I mean, they're just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm probably going to put a protective shield over this of some kind. Again, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Let me show you how I got this thing rigged up. I got some box aluminum stock here, and that is, you know, riv nuts inside those. And that's going to be, this whole area is going to be covered up by a, like a cover panel or something like that. But I am going to keep this accessible. I'm going to have a door or something on it because it does line up pretty well with our fuel cell here. And, you know, I can still get the cap out. So, and then the funnel, which I also tested, that fits in there perfectly. So that's how we're going to fill our fuel. You know, open this panel up or whatever. And then I think what I want to do up here to cover this fuel cell is just put aluminum, a strip of aluminum, probably about 4 or 5 inches thick. And that will go down the sides, and then it'll go up and over this piece. So basically all you'll see is this little tab here that mounts to this this bar. This bar was not being used as far as the harness went. And even if it is, if we have to use this one for whatever reason, then we're going to, we'll still be fine. So we have plenty of room. And then these just unbolt. Since we don't have to have quick access to this, I chose to use riv nuts again, kind of keep it consistent throughout the whole piece, I guess. And then I'm also going to put a retainer system on this, but you'll see what I mean in a minute, or a second. So I got this kind of going this way, so this will slide back just like that, and it's kind of like a funny car. So I kind of dig that whole thing, and then you get a better idea what I did for the bracket here. You know, I just got to paint that and or powder coat it. Probably end up powder coating it. There's a lot of stuff that's like this on the car. Another thing that I was pretty happy about, these are actually my welds. And I, you know, I'm a rookie welder. I don't claim to know that I know what, I don't claim to know what I'm doing, but I've been, impressing myself lately, and I welded this up, and I also welded this up. So, and I did it with $1,000 welders. So if I can do it, I think anybody can do it. So maybe that'll serve as some inspiration. But anyway, I don't think I have a whole lot more, but all that stuff took a lot of time, and I've had a lot of help. So anyway, I will keep you guys posted here as much as I can. Hopefully a little bit more than every 2 weeks. But time and budget, they all, those are the things that dictate this whole thing. So without wasting more of your time, I'm going to let you guys go here. So I appreciate you guys following along. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.